Thank you. To my listeners, my name is Patrick Mumo Muinte. I wish to welcome you to my channel, www.drmumomuinte.com. In this YouTube, I'll be doing short videos on financial education and financial literacy. I know it's something that we always talk about. It's something that you have heard people talk about. But I think I will be showing that financial literacy is much different from what we have read in books or what you learned in school. So there will be a lot of things that we'll be speaking in this channel. The intention is to empower you to become financially literate and to take control of your finances. I think my gospel will be about money and wealth, and I'll be preaching this gospel through different videos or short videos. So keep tuned to this channel and you'll be able to get as many as you can in the coming days and weeks. I will start today with something that we talk about quite a lot. I hear people talk about money is not everything. And this is what will be in our first video. So I'll be talking about this statement that we always talk about, that money is not everything. Is that statement true? I think that's the first question that we'll be asking ourselves, whether it is true that money is not everything. I wish to state that this is a statement that is normally used by the poor people and people in the middle class. I'm yet to meet a rich person who says that money is not everything. So before you tell people that money is not everything, I wish to state the qualifications of who can tell us that. But before I say who can tell us that money is not everything, let me tell you who should not tell us that money is not everything. Number one, if you're struggling to pay your bills, maybe your food, your shelter, or maybe a house or rent, or your clothing, you're struggling to pay your bills like electricity, water, school fees for your children, then you should not be telling people that money is not everything. Number two, if you struggle to meet your transport expenses and you cannot travel to your destination through the most convenient means possible, for example, if you wanted to go to a place like in Mombasa or in Kisumu or the northern frontier areas where it's quite a lot of distance and you can't afford a air ticket, you can't afford a railway line, you can't drive in the comfort of your car, then probably you should not be telling people that money is not everything. Number three, those of us, if you are driving a car that is on loan or you are living in a house that is on mortgage, and many of your expenses you have to borrow to meet those expenses, maybe you have to borrow to pay school fees and other things, then you're not eligible to tell people that money is not everything. Number four, if you cannot meet your medical expenses and expenses for your loved ones. I know many of us have medical covers from our employers. Some of us taken care of from maybe the places of work we are in, but there's a time that will come when you'll not be able to have those covers. So if you're not ready to be able to meet your medical expenses, then probably you should not be saying that money is not everything. The other people should not be telling us that money is not everything. People who are always on WhatsApp groups. You're creating WhatsApp group for all manner of things. You're fundraising for things like dowry, you're fundraising for weddings, you're fundraising for retirement parties, and everything you get something small, you're just out there trying to mobilize people to fundraise for you. You should not be telling us that money is not everything. Now, I'll be speaking about money and wealth. The beauty of money and wealth is that economic power is what makes the world move around. And those who have economic power, they actually rule the world. And the reason why I speak about this is to empower you to be able to be among those people who can influence government policy, who can make decisions, even in our families. Those who have money normally have the final say in family matters. So when I'm speaking about money and wealth, this is something that is God-given. It's a great blessing to be rich, to be wealthy, and the notion of money is not everything. It brings about a negative connotation or a negative meaning that is not within the intended meaning of the creation. So God created us to be productive, to be fruitful, to influence and make a difference in the world. And money is a great enabler. Come to think about it. If you're a Christian, money is the one that takes people to mission fields. So people go to mission fields because of the power of money. So even when you're in preaching and you don't have money, you will not be able to send people to mission field. So it is money that takes people to mission field. Think about the many poor children who get education courtesy of people who have money and who have given their money to support these people. Think about your community and see what people who are blessed with money do to your communities. They are able to donate their resources, their wealth, to put community projects like hospitals. They create funds for children who are orphaned or who do not have access to education. And all these community projects are done courtesy of those who have money and wealth. So when I'm speaking about this gospel of money and wealth, it is very good for us to be desirous, to be able to grow wealth and have money, because it actually influences the life. Now, those who have money, their choices are very easy. For example, when you're traveling to a new place, if you have money, you don't worry where you sleep, because you just appear there and you're able to get the best hotel, the best place where you can afford, or you can sleep, because money is not a problem. So the moment you have this notion that money is not everything, you're actually trying to contradict the God's order. I said God blessed us here to subdue the earth and to be productive. So this is a negative notion that is commonly used in our communities. You hear colleagues talking about it, you have friends talking about it each and every day. And this actually contravenes the principles and the reason why we are here. So it's very good for us to be able to speak about money at work and see it in the positive light. And this is the purpose why we have established this particular channel, so that we can empower us to be able to grow money and wealth. Now, when I talk about financial literacy, many times we see financial literacy just about knowing how to make money and how to spend money. Financial literacy is much more than that. And the reason why I say it is not the formal education that you went through is because if, for example, you look at the richest people in the world, they are not necessarily the people who went to business school, they are not the people who did either commerce, economics, and all that. So that tells us there's something different about money or financial literacy that affects how you are able to grow money and wealth. So this is a very complex principle that I'll be speaking about in the course of various videos in the coming days and weeks. So you keep tuned here and you keep following this particular channel. I've spoken about these topics. Some of the topics that I'll be speaking about, I've actually written about them in my book, The Art of Money and Wealth Creation. The copies are available, and from this channel we'll be able to give you contacts and details on how you can reach us for your copy. So thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Thank you.